Captain Tommy Scoville, and you are on the lifeboat. I did not give a whole lot of notice on this. This is I'm about 4 minutes early today in terms of the live, so we'll see. We'll see how many people we get. You know what? Watch this. Nah, broom it. I was going to say I'm going to restart this, but I'm not going to do that. You know, I like the concept. M. Hunt, good to see you this morning. I like the concept of actually getting up. Thank you. I like the concept of getting up at 5 o'clock and doing a live instead of filming the live the night before. I don't know. I prefer live. I just do. There's the interaction back and forth is something that makes the process more fun, and it certainly makes the process easier as well. Can I get a 5x5? Can you hear me? Because once again, new equipment here. So, oh boy, I want to tell you something, man. It is so. I think I've told you this before, but I turn the heat off in this house. I do it at about, I don't know, 6 o'clock. It's on a timer, but I think at about 6 or 7 o'clock, I turn. Really enjoyed the interview last night. Good. Glad to hear that. Yeah, Mr. Wolf, it is a beautiful morning. Mr. Wolf, your watch has been selected. Before I mail it, I know you wanted to be surprised. I'm going to send you a photo because both of your watches are going in the mail today. I've packaged up M. Hunt's pocket watch, and I was getting ready to package yours up. I'm just going to make sure that you like it before I send it. It is your birth year, and it is an automatic, but I'm going to send you a photo of it in about an hour. I would do it immediately, but I'm going for a walk. It is 18 degrees outside. I went for a walk yesterday, and there's something to be said for shocking your system first thing in the morning. Charlie Murphy, good to see you. Let's see. Ken Foy, good to see you. So here's the deal. People, I wanted to come on this morning and I wanted to thank Swiss Vape one more time. If you've never told your story, then I don't know that you can imagine what it takes to do it. It's I remember, you do this long enough, and yet I don't get an adrenaline buzz of any kind by coming on and talking about myself. There's nothing that I really have to overcome in order to do that. But you forget how bad it was the first time, and I remember the first time I came on and just let loose and talked about a lot of things. My past is ugly, but there's PTSD. Tommy Bird, good to see you, man. Brave man is right. Brave man is right. It took a lot of guts to come on and talk about everything that he went through. I'll be honest. He looked very, very relaxed. And when the live feed was over, you guys, we turn off the live feed, and then I usually talk to whoever I interviewed. We, talk, and I thank them, and go through that kind of a routine. And when it was over, I said, "Boy, I want to thank you." I said, "Boy, you were great. That really you did an excellent job." And he said it felt like school, like the first time a teacher asked him to do something. He said, "Do you think everybody knew how scared I was?" And I said, "Hell no. No, there was none of that. I didn't know. I've done interviews where I thought, oh boy, this person's going through it. And I didn't get that vibe at all last night, and I don't think anyone else did, but Swiss Vape was going through it, at least for the first 5 or 10 minutes. I think he was probably pretty stressed out at the concept of what he was doing. And I can't thank anyone enough for doing that. And if you haven't done it, I deleted one or two comments last night, and just nobody really from the boat, but people that just say stupid things, and that's the nature of the beast as well. The vast majority of things that people said were really kind. I would say it was probably 95% really kind. And I know that a lot of you get it. A lot of you realize that you really got to jump outside your comfort zone to talk about your addiction, period. To do it live. Live in general is something that most people are really uncomfortable with. So for him to do that, I'm really, really thankful, and I was really, really impressed. And on top of that, he also had to endure me doing the beta test for the big red button. That technique that we used is the simplest go live technique in the world. That's the theory. They want to make the ability for people to go live with somebody else super simple. So instead of having to use Streamlabs or OBS or any of the things that there's a ton of different ways that you can go live and invite somebody to do it. It all requires software of some kind. Last night there was no software. It was the way that works is I just send a link to one person and I hit a button, and we are, if you have a channel, go ahead and hit go live and see if you get anything that says share. It's likely 99% chance you don't have it. The reason that we have it on the boat is because we are a live content channel. We got a nice letter from them saying that you have been chosen for our beta test program. And you know what? Yeah, I can say a lot of bad stuff about the big red button. They give me a platform, and they have given us an opportunity to come on and talk about sobriety. And now they're doing everything they can to make it easy, which is cool. I don't know whether or not it is the greatest system in the world yet, but it's a pretty cool concept that they're trying, and that's something that makes me happy. Hold on one sec. I think Joanna and I are the only tea drinkers here. Are you kidding? No, I'm a coffee drinker myself, but no, Lady Crispin is a big tea drinker. There's a lot of the Aussies that are. I asked people last week to pray for Alan Ballantyne, and the details of why were not my business to share, but I care greatly for Alan. I care greatly for all of you, but boy, Alan and I just have a friendship that has blossomed in a pretty big way, and I think we lean on each other quite a bit. He's really helped me through some struggles and some tough times, through the boat. And I just want you to know that the prayers worked out. What it came down to is there was some tests that had to get done that were frightening, and they're not anymore. And I got that last night, late night, and man, oh man, did it make me happy. It was one of those things that, I truthfully and honestly had faith that it was going to be nothing. I really did. It was one of those situations where I had absolute faith that it was going to be nothing. And, but when it is, and you get that news, and you just go, oh man. And so, thank you to everybody that was praying for Alan. It means a lot to me. It really, really does. Hot tea replaced alcohol for me. I like the way that sounds. So on the way out, people, hit the thumbs up button for me, please, on the way out the door. And I'll tell you why. This isn't going to get live feed doesn't get the same ink that video does. We're going to take a bit of a hit by doing this. I also take a bit of a hit by putting up the amount of content that I'm putting up. I want to support the crew. I would like to have an opportunity for everybody to come together and do this in the morning, right? Everybody that chooses to can come here, say hello to one another, support each other. That thing helps. That helps sobriety more than other stuff does. I really wholeheartedly believe that live interaction is the best thing that we can do for everybody on in sobriety. However, when you double your content, you cut down your views, right? The best advice that you can give a YouTuber is do 2 videos a week, because the more content you put out, the less people watch. However, I spent a lot of time thinking about this. I really did. Like, if I wanted to build the boat and I wanted to build it huge, the best thing that we could do is to do 2 to 3 videos a week live, if that's what we were going to do. But the trouble is that doesn't help people stay sober, you know? So our overall viewership is up, but the number of views per video is down, and down big time. And I'm cool with that. I really am. But I also want to make sure that when we drop, we don't reach less people, right? So I'm going to start putting up a little bit of, yeah, I'm glad you're off insulin too. I'm going to be putting up some short form content. And the reason to do short form is to just try to bring in more people. So I'm going to be filming some shorts. In fact, I already filmed a couple, but there are certain times of the day that if you really want to maximize your exposure, you put short form content out at certain times of the day. So I'm going to be doing that starting today. So I'm going to be making a push to try to make the boat bigger. We need to help as many people as possible. And not to be morbid, but the clock's ticking. You know what I mean? My life expectancy is not what other people's is. And I want to make sure that, you know, I pissed away 46 years. I don't know how many I got left, and I'm not going to piss those away. So we're going to put out a lot of short form and a lot of other stuff to really try to build this up. Do me a favor, when we do anything like we did last night, share the hell out of it, people. Please. You know, for not just for the boat and for the people that we're trying to help, but for the person brave enough to say, I'll come on here and do my story. If you would like to tell your story, please reach out to me and let me know. You know? Because it's the best content we can put up is to show other survivors. Is honestly the best content that we can put up, and I know it's hard for the people that do it, and you don't want to feel like you're, I don't know, you kind of walk a fine line. You don't want to feel like you're using people's sobriety as a product. But the truth of the matter is that's exactly what we're doing, and we're doing it with respect. But we want the world to know it's possible. We want the world to know that it's rewarding, and you know, you can listen to me talk about how many times I got sober. I didn't get to watch, but I will, and I will share it. And Ladybug, you're gonna love it. You know, a lot of people missed last night's feed, and I'm sure everybody will catch it over the course of the next week. But Swiss Vapor just was, you know, he's a really, really honest guy, and you know, to come on and talk about PTSD and talk about autism and talk about combat and all of the things that he came on and shared, I think was, I don't know, was good stuff. And like I said, you know, I've done a lot of work with him, and I've, you know, he knows that it's open game sort of to talk about some of the stuff that we worked, and I mentioned it last night on the live feed, but I watched that man. The first time that we ever got on and had a conversation, the amount of booze that man consumed was terrifying. It was one of those things that, you know, I have said a million times. I believe that anybody can get sober. I don't believe anybody is past hope. But I remember watching this guy drink and just thinking, oh, good Lord, you know, this is, and, you know, he talked yesterday briefly about, you know, the police officer kind of being shocked that he had actually failed a breathalyzer because he just seemed, you know, I watched him consume a bathtub full of booze, and there was nothing. There was no slur. There was no you know, the slowing down of the eyes where you see people that just sort of, there was none of that. He was just, yeah, he's come a really long way. And he's come a really long way in the face of some pretty ugly stuff. You know, he's dealing with PTSD, which is not an easy thing. And I don't talk about mine very often, but I watched a lot of people get. I've watched a lot of really horrendous stuff happen in prison, and I've talked about that on other videos. You know, they removed deep fryers from all of the United States penitentiaries. The deep fryers were taken out of the kitchen because they were used as weapons, and I was there for one of those, and it was one of the most horrific things I ever saw in my life. And I watched a guy across the hall. You know, that's the video I did where I said I saw somebody get killed. Didn't do anything about it. I understand a little bit about what he, and I do mean a little bit, because combat is, you know, nothing like what you know, federal prison was. But federal prison has left me with nightmares that I don't know that I'm ever going to get over. So I feel his pain, and I feel his courage to come on and talk about it. And to everybody that, you know, showed him the respect that he deserves, I really want to thank you and salute all of you for that. Sorry, people. My the thing with Squirrel is this cat decides to sleep on you, and then I don't know, you feel like you don't want to mess with the cat, and she gets me into the worst physical position. So last night I slept in the most awful. I was like a contortionist because I didn't want to wake the cat, which I realize is stupid, but and it really just hurt, and now I'm paying for it. Tommy Bird, thank you. Tommy Bird says I watched that video. You know, that's a video that may be the hardest video that I ever filmed. That was a really tough video to get through, but one of the reasons that I did was because of recurring nightmares. And I really am of the firm belief that if you shine light on things, that they tend to get better. And that was a video that really helped me. And I'm sure that at some point I'll have to revisit it, because the nightmares come in waves, you know, where they get bad for a while, and you know, they come and go. I think when I get closer to the time of year that happened, football season was the time of year. So every, you know, September, October, whatever, it starts to go through that process again. Full of hope. Glad you're here, peeps. So I'm going to do what I did yesterday. I'm going to go outside at 5:15 in the morning, and I'm going to go for a walk. You know, one of these days, I'll probably film the sunrise. I thought about doing it yesterday, but it was not perfect as far as, like, it was pretty overcast. I don't know what it's going to look like out there today. It's not going to make for a great video, because when you film in the dark, it's not something that you know, you're not going to. It's not a great video to put up. But I'm going to do it because I think there's something about a sunrise, man. When you see the sun come up, it just really. Scooby, good for you. She says, I'm going for a walk too. Is it 18 degrees where you are? Because it's 18 degrees here. But it's kind of like turning on the ice cold water at the end of the shower, you know, just to shock that system. There's something about going outside when it's this cold. Yesterday, I had already had a cup of coffee by then. I think I'm going to see how it's in the 50s. Yeah, that's not even, damn, the 50s. That sounds balmy. I could be walking in shorts if it was in the 50s. Alrighty, peeps. Well, this full of hope. Good to see you. So this format of coming on and doing this in the morning, shoot me an email, text, or comment, and let me know if you prefer this or if you prefer just the videos. I mean, realistically, the videos build the channel better, but that's not really what I'm about. I mean, I do want to build the channel. I want to reach as many people as possible, but I want to ensure that the lifeboat is a tool for people that are trying to stay sober. Right, that was the goal in the beginning. That is the goal now. Had a great talk last night with my bobbleheaded partner. He's going to be doing some coaching with me to sort of help me out with some of the YouTube stuff as I'm learning. He's going to help me learn, and he's doing well. So for all of you that have been asking and all of you that have been praying, Mark's doing well. He was in great spirits yesterday. He really was, and he misses the show, but it was just too much. It was. This is a rugged amount of commitment in terms of time, and he's just got a lot going on. If my kids lived with me, I don't know that I'd be able to do this. And he already has another channel, and he mods on a channel and does a lot of stuff. But I talked to him, and Mark was doing great yesterday. So I love that you guys get to interact in the morning. And if that's something that works for you guys, you let me know, and I'll continue to do this. I don't mind getting up at 5. I really do. I'm up at 5 anyway. Usually it doesn't. So this is my time of the day. Prison trains you. You start getting up at 5, you're never going to stop after a half a decade or a decade of that. 5 a.m. is when they pop the doors, as the term was. I've been praying for Mark and his family. So am I, Ladybug. And I think it's working. I think he's doing pretty well. So I love the early videos, Cap. As soon as I walk into work, it pops up. So glad to be listening. Huntsville, Alabama. The question is, do you prefer the video or the live feed, like I'm doing right now? I like the live feed because it gives people if I shoot a video, it's going to be 5 minutes long. And I mean, one of the biggest reasons for doing this is so that people can get in the comment section and talk to one another. Hey, I'm supporting you. I'm here for you. Go out there, kill it, blah, 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 right? Dennis says live. I think I prefer it live too. So does Charlie. Yeah. Good. I think because it's probably what I'm going to go with. I think it's probably a better, either is fine. Thank you. Love the live. I love the live, but it's your channel. The hell it is. My channel? If it was my channel, I would do this once a week. This is your channel. Getting ready to start work. Hope you have a great walk. I'm going to, I promise. Let me see something here. Tommy, scroll up to my message. I will do that. I promise. I read all of these messages before I'm done anyway. So, all right, peeps. I'm going to go out there and go for my walk. If you, the next time you see Swiss Vape in the comments, thank him. If you didn't leave a comment on last night's video thanking him, please do. And if you've ever thought about telling your story, it's cathartic. There's a reason that people become speakers at AA and NA meetings. And they don't do it just to support others. They do it because telling your story and going through it and going through it and going through it and going through it, it hammers home. If you've told your story live in front of people or on a video or whatever 40 times, the day you get ready to relapse, the day you get ready to screw up, every one of those things comes back to your head. And you think, my God, I've told that story 250 times. Now I'm going to do something stupid like that. What are you doing, you weird cat? Did you just put your head on the desk? All right, peeps. I wish I could take the cat with me. She hates being on a leash, though. I tried doing squirrel on the leash, but she's just not a big fan of it. Please, Tommy. Hold on 1 second here. Please, Tommy, text my hubby. Stay on to get his number. Full of hope. You want me to text your hubby? Then send me an email, because you cannot put his number in here. Please don't do that. You send me an email and you tell me why, and I will be checking my email in 16 minutes. Right? I'm going to go for about a 15... within a half hour. I'm going to go for about a 15 to a half an hour walk, and then I will be reading your email. So, full of hope, you heard? Because you can't put full of hope. No, I have no email. Well, you can't put a number. If you put a phone number in here, the big red button is going to lose their mind. So, how are we going to do this? Yeah, you can't put a number in a live chat. And if you did, we're going to get in trouble. Hold on, peeps. Let me see what we can do here. I don't want to get off of this. All right, this is making for a really bad video, but I want to make sure that... Where are you, full of hope? You normally have email. All right. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah. I only have phone. That doesn't work. Oh, crap. One number at a time. Email on phone. Yeah. Full of hope. I can email your phone, right? You have a phone. Then you should be able to access your email through your phone, or is that not a possibility for you, hon? How do you and I normally email? Because I email you all the time. Email on phone. Yeah, I can do that, right? Give me a thumbs up if that's what you're saying. Can I just... Phone won't charge. Okay. I'll tell you what you're going to do. Pay attention. Oh, crap. I have no idea what I'm going to do. All right. Full of hope. Man, I'm at a loss. One number at a time. You can't do that. Go to the video that I did. You can leave a comment, correct? Give me a thumbs up if you can leave a comment. Go to it's okay, I can make it to my sister's. All right, make it to your sister's and get a hold of me. I'm gonna have my phone on me. I'm going to be checking my emails every 5 minutes. If you can make it to your sister's, then do this, because obviously we needed to talk and it's important. Okay. Okay. I'm full of hope. I'm going to have my phone in my hand at all times, and I'm going to be waiting for you. We good? Yeah, how about Facebook or another media platform? Please don't worry, Tommy. Are you shitting me? Please don't worry. Oh, I'm going to worry. I'm going to worry, but that's okay. This is what we do, right? Full of hope. If you're telling me the truth, okay. Then what I'm going to do is... Swiss Vapor, we were just talking about you, man. Great job last night, Swiss. You killed it. You did. I appreciate your bravery for coming on and doing what you did. I really do. I appreciate your bravery. That I know firsthand that is a very, very difficult thing to do. So I know that for a fact. Okay, full of hope. I'm good. Just okay. All right. Good. I'm waiting on you, hun. I am waiting on you, hun, and I will be waiting. Good. I'm gonna go grab my phone and I'm gonna head out for a walk. Alrighty, peeps. I am Captain Tommy Scoville. This was the morning get together here on the lifeboat. I am going to be back this evening at the normal squirrel time, the normal squirrel channel. Between now and then, reach out and try to save somebody. And that is a cat in a basket. Oh, look at her. What a cutie. She's not happy about being picked up. Sorry about that, kitty. And now she's going to be really upset that I go for a walk without her. All right, I'm waiting on you. You know who you are. I love you. Thanks again, Swiss.